Hello, I haven't made a video for ages. I say that every time I come on here, but I wanted to share this because it tasted really good. So this is lunch that I made yesterday for Jake and I've recently turned vegan. Today is actually 2 weeks, so that's cool. And for any vegans out there that might be just starting off, or like myself, which I have been vegan before in the past, but now I'm actually going to be eating, nutritious foods, because back then I wasn't as educated as I am now. And now I know that you actually need to eat an abundance of fruits and vegetables to sustain this lifestyle and to get all the nutrients that you need. So yeah, here's just a quick lunch. This is a quinoa salad and sweet chili sweet potato, and it is so delicious. Seriously, you gotta try it. Yeah, so if you want to see that, just keep on watching, and the rest is gonna be voiceover because it took me a while to film it. And Jake was watching the football yesterday, or was it cricket? I don't know, either one. He's obsessed with cricket and football, so enjoy, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Okay, so here's the materials and ingredients list. Feel free to pause if it's too quick for you, because it would be too quick for me. I'd have to pause it and write it down if I was going to make this of somebody else's video. Otherwise it'll be 10 minutes long, so that's why I did that quick. Anyway, first step is to get the quinoa and rice mix. And just measure it out according to the back of the packet, which is what I'm doing here. It says do 1 cup of quinoa to 2 cups of water. So I always like to wash mine out just in case there's any disgusting things in it. So I think everyone should rinse it out actually. Yeah. So we're putting it into the saucepan, and then we can measure out how much water we need to put in there, which in my case is 2 cups of water. Yours is probably going to be different depending on what you use. You can actually just use white rice, or maybe not white rice, maybe brown rice even. Just put it on the stove and cook it according to the back of the packet. Mine ends up being about 30 minutes cooking. And then we're going to take our sweet potato and rinse it off, and this is actually, I learnt this out of a Jamie Oliver cookbook, so that was handy. We're just cutting off any of the little disgusting bumpy bits on the sweet potato, the so-called ugly bits, if you will. And then my knife is really blunt, so that's why it's taking me a really long time to cut up the sweet potato. And that is why I fast forwarded it too, because otherwise that would be really boring. And if you're wondering why we're actually cutting it up, it's just so that it'll fit in that little tunnel thing of the food processor. You know, that little tunnel thing that I'm putting them in now? We're just chopping up really small in here. It's so much faster than cutting it with a knife, but you can do that if you don't have a food processor. This is just so it boils really fast. Oh, and make sure you stir your quinoa and rice, otherwise it will stick to the bottom. And put a lid on it when it's boiling, because that cooks faster. Just put the sweet potato into a pot, and then once your jug or kettle, whatever you actually call it, I call it a jug, boils, just tip the boiling water over the top until it just covers it. Give it a little stir so that you make sure everything's good. Here comes the fun part, me preparing all of my fruits and veggies to go into the salad bowl, or the mixing bowl, that big bowl that's sitting next to me there. So I'm not going to talk through this because I'm sure you're already sick of my voice. So here's some music, enjoy. by the time you finish doing all that, your quinoa should be cooked and your sweet potato should be nice and ready to drain and mash. So what we're gonna do is just tip it into the strainer in the sink, make sure you get it all out, get most of the water out, doesn't matter if you leave a little bit in there, tip it back into the pot, and then add as much or as little sweet chili sauce as you like. You don't even have to add it if you don't like it, but I love it. And then mash until it's all mashed pretty much. Now just give your salad a little bit of a mix around so everything's all combined together, and then you can go on to making your dressing if you want to. I'm just adding a bit of olive oil into this measuring jug and then adding a little bit of dried oregano on top of that, mixing it up with a spoon, and then before I tip that onto the salad, I'm going to add in my quinoa and rice mix, and then give that a bit of a mix, add my dressing and give it another mix, and then we'll be ready to plate up. And there you go, that's how you make that, and you can eat it how you like. You can eat it as it is, or what I did was eat mine on a tortilla wrap, so that's also an option. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and if you try it, I hope you like it.